Hello everyone, my name is MrNJersey and welcome to my channel. In this video we are back with another Friday announcement slash update here in Stormworks. Now this week we've got a few things to talk about. The first thing is, as of yesterday, Stormworks is currently on a Steam sale. So currently I think it's about 20% off. So here in the UK it's down from I think £19 down to around £15 or £16. So if you haven't already, definitely go and pick up the game. I myself and a lot of the community can definitely stand by it and definitely say it's worth its cost. So it is on sale. I think this is the first time I've ever actually seen it on sale, funny enough, so I definitely recommend going and picking it up if you haven't done so already. So with that said, jumping on to this week's announcement slash update. Nothing on the stable branch, but we do have some updates to the actual experimental branch. Just as a reminder, if you do want to jump on the experiments branch and check out some of these new features, you can do so. Just go into your library, right click on the actual Stormworks game, and then go down to betas and change the version from stable over to experimental. Wait for it to update, and then you will be in the experimental branch. And you can see that this week's update is 0.0.35. So you need to be on that version to get the same things that we have got here. Also recommend you start a new save just to get some of these new things in. So what is new this week? Well, this week the devs have gone and added a new AI type. We now have AI helicopters. Yes, that is correct. You will now see flying helicopters around the world of Stormworks. Now, they have said, just to make it a little bit easier for us on the experimental branch at the moment, just to see where they are and kind of test them, you can actually see them on the map. So if we just go and open up the map here, you'll see all around the world there is a ton of vehicles. This is the actual aircraft themselves. They are currently flying around. Obviously they only load in once you get close to them, but you can see some of them are starting to actually move around the world, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go and fly out, go and have a look at a few of them, kind of just see how they behave. Now apparently they do actually land at some point. I haven't seen it. This is the first time I'm actually having a look at it, so we're going to have a look at it today. So it's really cool. Nice to see that they've got helicopters. Obviously maybe jumping a ride with some of them would be pretty cool, but who knows? You know, I would love to see some aircraft, but it'll be interesting to see how they're going to make aircraft land and take off. With helicopters it's pretty easy. You can just choose a zone and it's going to land. Cool. So I've got two of my military aircraft. I've got the Seahawk and I've also got my Typhoon that I'm building at the moment. I think I'm going to take the Typhoon out today just because I'm having a lot of fun with this thing. This is probably the first time you guys have seen this. I've had a lot of fun playing with it. Definitely let me know if you want to see a full video on this jet. But we're just going to go and jump into the cockpit here. This is still a work in progress vehicle, so guys, it's not finished yet. We're going to get our lights on, we're going to get canopy down, we're going to get everything set up and ready to go here. Let's get our stabilizer on, and we're going to go and head off to our first location. So we're going to head towards down here. This looks like there is, it says vehicle made by Stormworks. This one just says vehicle. That one says vehicle. That one says Allard. Okay, so it seems like they've used a few different vehicles from the workshop. So let's head off down to this one. So we're going to set a waypoint. We should see it on the map just over there, which is great. Let's set a cruising altitude of around 200 here. Everything else should be more or less fine for us to start heading off. So let's increase our throttle out. Cool. Great. So we're just going to go and take off here and then have a look at the helicopters. So we're just going to go and quickly get onto the runway here, get lined up, and I'm going to throw my flaps are on currently. So I'm just going to go and increase my throttle. We should be taking off in a few seconds here. There we go. Nice and stable. Let's go and get our flaps off. Stabilizer is on at the moment, so we should be fine. This thing is super agile. So if you're wondering why it's going all over the place. Cool. So this is where we should start to see the next, or the first actual helicopter. Actually, let's get our landing gear up. So we should be seeing it any second now. There we go. So you can see it right over there. We're going to start turning towards it, I think. Okay, which direction is it going in? So you can see it over there. It's pretty cool to see other vehicles flying around, especially in like single player. Let's just go and take our stabilizer off and let's go and turn towards this thing. Where is it gone? There it is, right over there. So where is it heading? So there it is over there. So yeah, it definitely looks like it's going towards Sawyer. So we're going to try and keep an eye on it. Probably just going to have to end up doing loops around it, to be fair. But yeah, that looks pretty cool. It looks like it's flying quite well. Not the quickest helicopter, to be fair. But you can imagine at night when you're flying. Actually, I feel like turning on nighttime lights here, and you can imagine flying and you just see that. That's really cool. Really quite nice to see that just flying around, and it's very easily spottable, which is pretty cool. Obviously there are more of them around, like as we saw, there are tons of them all over the map, but we're just going to try and follow this one and see what it does. Interesting to see if it does go and land towards the Sawyer Island there. We might be following it for a while though. So I'm just flying really quite slowly here towards the helicopter, and you can see it's really low towards the ground there. I don't know if it's going to start landing or what's really going on with it at the moment. You can see how low it is to the ground there. I'm just going to get the stabilizer off here. You can see there's another helicopter just over there actually. Let's go down to this one. Let's see what's going on there. So you can see it's really quite low. Don't know if it is going to try and land, or don't even know how they've got. I would kind of think that it's, oh, you can see that one just kind of crashed there. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that one. There's another one that just went past us. This one looks like a different model, so let's go and just catch up to this one and see what type of helicopter that actually is. So let's full throttle out here and throttle down. So that looks like, oh yeah, so that's a different one. That's the one done by Sebastian, I think, if I'm correct. Yeah, it is too. That one looks like it's flying pretty cool. Looks like it's doing quite a good job. Let's get some throttle here before I end up sinking into the ground. So yeah, so we have AI helicopters, which is pretty cool here in Stormworks. Something brand new, something we haven't really seen before here in games. So really nice that adding some more of these in. As I said, I'm hoping to see some AI planes very soon, but I could be wrong on that. But quite nice. Obviously, once we do get some maybe weapons here in game, we might be able to even shoot those down, shoot the AI stuff down, which is pretty cool too. By the way, on the note of the weapons, this week there was a little bit of a leak on one of the weapon parts over here on the experimental branch. I didn't cover it. I didn't think it was needed, to be fair, because obviously it's experimental, so a lot of things are going to change. The model might change, the description might change, pretty much everything might change. So yeah, don't even worry about it. The only thing I'll pretty much say is that it was a modular part, so it looks like some type of confirmation there that the weapons will be modular. I think the devs actually said that before. I could be wrong though, but I remember them saying something in line with that they were modular, but I could be wrong. You guys let me know in the comments below if I am wrong with that one. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for this week's update. Nothing really else to talk about this week. There's small other few things on the experimental branch in terms of the modular engine stuff, but nothing too crazy. And of course, we are seeing quite a few changes to modular engines recently, so I'm not going to be speaking about that in too much detail. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for this week's video. I hope you have enjoyed it and found it entertaining and informative as always. Until next week, we'll see you very soon.